cross-examination of Amber, and then maybe the cross of maybe some of the expert witnesses, maybe. But the I'm very cautious when I repeat this shit because I've only seen like headlines and snippets or whatever. But was it not the case, for instance, was it not the case that Amber Heard photoshopped one of the pictures that was released to the press? I thought that they pretty conclusively showed that by digging into the metadata of the file. You could see the program that was used to edit the picture. I feel like stuff like that is going to go pretty far in proving like actual malice. I think that kind of stuff is going to make you look really bad. And to be clear, actual malice is a very high standard to prove, like almost impossible. You're trying to prove that somebody was like intentionally, knowingly, like falsely accusing you of something, which is just an incredibly high standard. But I mean, when you have stuff like that going on, well, now it's kind of looking like you're doing some fucking crazy shit, you know? But wait, did my internet blip or something?
And then I was like, God, there's the only person on this panel taller than me. I'm gonna come to Korea and cut your feet off.
Yeah, well, save it for Anime Matsuri. We'll throw down.
Well, we're both about 2 Attorney Toms high, right?
See if you can go on his panel. I don't know him well enough, and that would be a massive intrusion. And I'm nowhere near enough familiar with the case to to be able to do that. No, what the fuck? That would be super rude.
I have the stream from Law and Crime ready to go because.
Oh, is she there? Oh, look.
No, this is old.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's.
They're still running their commentary for now, so I may look for another source. Depp Heard,
and I'm sure their commentary is top notch.
Oh boy, it has been the joy of my day, honestly. Listening to Law and Crime. They have some of the funniest programming on television.
I saw 5 seconds. 5 seconds of that Father Time they dragged out. That was criminal. I was about to put out a silver alert. That was so bad.
Talk about having to check for consent.
Wait.
Destiny,
which Father Time? Because they brought 2 of them.
Invade and take over democratic countries and establish pro.
Which one did you see? The guy with the glasses?
The glasses and the bow. Yeah.
The bow tie?
Yeah,
that guy.
Are most conservatives lawyers, or is it about the same as general population? My guess is it's probably going to massively depend on the type of lawyer that you're looking at, right? Like, I'm totally pulling shit out of my ass, but like my guess is going to be that like criminal defense lawyers are probably going to be like overwhelmingly left-leaning, would be my guess. People that work in like corporate law are probably going to be like pretty far right-leaning, my guess. Like, it's probably going to depend on what area of law you specialize in.
Obama.
Any other comments on the case?
Someone is saying that lawyers are
Obama.
Lawyers donate to Dems like 9-1. Even corporate lawyers are full of Democratic ones. Okay, maybe they
always
do
win.
tend to lean more left.
Benson adopted the old man that was lost.
Obama.
You can
John was watching this stream, Nick, from the UK.
Destiny, I asked Nick for you. No, don't ask. No, I have no, like, I'm not, I don't know enough about this right now to be on. I'm not going to contribute anything. I'm just going to sit there in silence like a fucking moron.
You got to do it $500 at a time.
I guess you got to read that one, huh?
Obama.
I might read it. I don't know.
He's like, I'm simping for your pleading, Macro Ricada.
But yeah, he's got to be on.
Oh, he's got to be Obama.
On edge at this point. Well, I mean, or on drugs. One of those two. But I cannot imagine being him, Amber, or any of the attorneys in the case. I mean, they have to be turning in knots. This is your performance review in front of 2 million people. Have fun. Deathstrike Gaming, just remember, Amber isn't in it for the money. Also, Amber, double Johnny. Amber, I'm trying to move on and want him to leave me alone. Also stalks Johnny at his concert after Friday's trial. Why won't you think about me? Wait, did she go to his concert?
No.
That's weird.
Eve Barlow was just getting excited about it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Eve Barlow.
I might be autistic, but Rikita donated $200 to you yesterday. I feel like he would be warm to you, wanting to come on and chat a little bit, maybe ask some basic questions. Maybe. Oh, he donated $20 to make fun of my haircut. Yeah, maybe in the future. I like to, if I'm going to like do things with people, I want it to be pretty organic. I don't want to like message like, "Could I come on during your highest viewership event and just ask some questions?" Like, it looks like super leechy. That's chill. We'll just chill here. I'm sure we'll probably interact more in the future.
Griff Straight strong with you. Yeah, I'll get the video of him yelling. We'll see what we can do about that. Ryan, if you're there, that's a project. Caitlin Lewis, is it not frustrating as a lawyer to have a reasonable jury decide case knowing that they don't have the same appreciation for precision of language or grasping of legal nuance? Guest jury is good when law OTW against you. Well, I mean, when presented with the opportunity to have lawyers on juries, other lawyers will almost unanimously elect not to have them. They will strike them. They do not like having lawyer jurors. So I guess the answer is no. We want the reasonable
Please
juror.
feel free to strike me from your jury.
Yeah.
And from a principled perspective, though, it's kind of what I was talking a little bit ago. Juries offer this unique ability to have moral community sentiment implemented into the justice system outside of the black letter of the law. And if a jury sees something as an injustice in the way the black letter of the law applies it, they can do something about that. And that's valuable. And having just a bunch of legalistic assholes on your jury it prevents that, because they're all wrapped up in what does this actually mean? But that's not the question juries are asked to answer for society. Juries are asked to answer for society, is justice being done? And that sometimes does not comport with how a law reads. And you can find rife examples throughout history of where injustice was perfectly within the letter of the law.
New fan. Please check out the book Crux, such a conversational technique to make complicated disagreements
just from a policy perspective,
well.
that lay juries are actually preferable to expert juries. I don't want an algorithm. I don't know about you guys, if you have any difference of that.
I think as a lawyer, you expect that the jury is going to engage in a more common sense way than the lawyers do. I mean, if you don't have a perspective after getting out of law school of how warped and distorted your worldview has become, that you're not going to be very effective as a lawyer. And so, you know, if the jury isn't getting your message repeatedly,
what am I making these
maybe take that as a sign that you need to reconnect with what makes sense to real people and speak to them.
Do you plan on watching the trial after? I might watch some of the cross exams.
Yeah, and the difference in that, by the way, is if you ever watch a debate that involves a 3L and someone who's been practicing law for several years, the difference in how communication works on societal issues is apparent very quickly. Because they've been in this world of legalism for 3 straight years, and they have all of this base of knowledge and a perspective on it. But yeah, it very much there is a deprogramming that happens after law school when you encounter 1, a client, and 2, another attorney, and you suddenly realize that all your brilliant expounding is countered by "I disagree."
And in fairness, all their exposure is, they're reading appellate court decisions throughout law school, right? So that's kind of the legal technicality view of the law that you tend to have, because that's what you're reading.
Right. It's not a criticism that it
max out your servant
the
coffins.
Schooling environment engineers that out of people. And there's value to it, but.
Yeah, it's the old doctrine. What no good plan survives first contact with the enemy, right? All this planning, all this stuff you've come out with, like, oh, it's gonna work this way. I got my binder. Yeah, that doesn't work in real life. Like that's a fantasy. That's LARPing, and law school is a lot of LARPing. But once you get out of it, you figure out the reality, and you become as jaded as perhaps some of us are here on the panel.
Everybody knows the plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Yep.
As a very wise man once said.
There wasn't enough lisp on that one.
Right.
Penis the Puff-Nosed Dragon says Fecal must have left her toilet open again.
How do I send them out?
She should keep a tight leash on her dingleberries. Maybe they have much success LARPing as speed bumps.
I need to get those fucking
being an
hearts.
authoritarian jerk and letting chat speak freely. Oh, well, you're welcome. Thank you for that very odd super chat. Felipe Mouve says, what a clown the writer of that article is. Everyone knows you are not a knowledgeable attorney. Well, thank you, Felipe. ALL Tug mentions this at some point. No search history whatsoever about Kate Moss and steps until Amber. Yeah, Andrea, maybe you can help with that. Is there actually